Hello everyone, it's me, Paigeofmaces, and we are back in Magical Diary. I have a feeling this will be the final episode. I am really going to miss this series so much. I know it's not been my most popular series, but I've been really enjoying it. I like doing all the voices, and I really want to do another visual novel at some point in the future. Or something that just involves me doing a bit more voice work. Even though I'm not very consistent with my voices, it's still fun to do. So we're approaching like the last week. Let's carry on. Sleeping reduces stress. That it does. As I'm walking across the gym, I see a group of people up ahead near a makeshift sign. I get closer and I see that it reads dance lessons, $20. Dance lessons? Jacob suddenly steps out of the crowd and bows to me. That's the name of the game. Promise to make you light on your feet so you can make a better showing at the Mayday Ball. How exactly? I'll dance with you, give you a few pointers. Isn't $20 a bit high price for a single dance? I'm worth every dime. No really, it's a fundraiser. Every class is expected to contribute to the ball. As this is the first formal dance some people will have been to, so give them a chance to polish off those rough edges. Buy a dance. Alright, let's see what you got. Show me your moves. I hand over my money. Shut up and take my money! Now step up close and put your hand on my shoulder like so. He's actually a pretty good dancer. Not only does he know the steps to lead, but he also knows a lot of flourishes usually performed by the following dancer. Well enough to give instructions and demonstrate. After a few minutes he makes me spin in and out of his embrace and dips me backwards and so I'm dizzy and giggling. Oh, it's a pity I was so pissed off at you. If I knew you were a better dancer, I'd have gone for you. We get a round of applause as we finish. I guess that wasn't a total waste. Ah yeah, highest cute Scot ever. And again I apologise for the train. Damn thing. Activity, gym. One strong, one stress. Come on, we want to get this up to 40 as well. Taking gym, one strong, one stress. Thursday. Yay, one strong, one stress. One more. Yay! 40, 40, and then we've got those in the 50s. I'm happy. Of course, we've maxed out our merits. On Saturday morning, the mail allowances is delivered. What to do today? Let's study. Just because there's nothing we want to buy. Several students in the library today, but Minnie's nowhere to be seen. One smart, one stress. Next week. This is it, the end of the school year. 2 more days of classes and then final exams, then the ball. And then we go home. So let's just pick a random subject. I've got my eyes closed, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to study and then we're going to sleep. Done. Activity, study. Failed, gained 4 stress. No, damn it. Morning dorm room. On Tuesday morning, someone knocks on our door. Good morning, here are your exam schedules for the day. She hands us a piece of paper. Wait, there's a mistake, we're all scheduled for the same time. Do you know the final is a group exam? Does that mean if one of us fails, we all fail? Yes. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Sleeping reduces stress. After the class period, we all arrive for exams as instructed. Oh yeah, to answer your question, Wolf, apparently there are other teachers. We just don't see them. Because they teach I think they teach the higher years, and Potsdam and Grabinera are the only ones that teach the first years. All 3 of us. Hello, my spirited fillies. Today's exam works a bit differently than usual. You're going into the dungeon together. Your task is to find the crystal orb and use your energy to light it up before time runs out. It will not be easy to find and you will face many dangers, so you'll need to work together to conquer this challenge. Good luck. She claps her hands and the world starts to spin. Zero, right round, baby, right round, like a rocket, baby, right round, round, round. For a moment after the teleport, I'm not sure what's happened. All around is complete blackness. Am I in a dungeon? Am I lost somewhere in a void? I'm standing on something, I think. Then in the cast a light spell and our surroundings become dimly visible. We're in a vast dark space, empty and silent, far from any walls or landmarks. Put that light out, it might attract monsters. We can't see. If we all huddle around it, the light won't get far. We crouch closest together. Okay, now what? We just stand here? We wait for a moment, but this time no booming voice speaks overhead. Apparently Professor Potsdam's instructions are all that we get. The rest is up to us. Well, let's see. Let's see which way we need to go. She casts a spell and the air swirls around us faintly. That's strange. That usually gives me a direction. I guess we have to look the hard way. The crystal has to be out there somewhere. The place is huge. We have a time limit. We need to plan. I have an idea. I have an idea. They both stop and look at each other. We need to find the crystal. That's the goal. That's how we win. We need to find the boss monster. There's bound to be one. If we don't handle the main threat, it could sneak up on us. Virginia's right. Professor Potsdam said this exam was dangerous. We need to find the danger and take care of it. Ha, 2 against 1. No more arguing. If that's what you want, then that's what we'll do. Okay, how do we find it? Unless you have a better idea, we should probably go around looking for scent trails. I can track scent. Me too. Me 3. Should take turns casting, not every step, just now and again. We'll circle around and try and get an idea of where the boss is lurking. Following Virginia's plan, we move through the darkness, spreading out a bit to gain more coverage while remaining within sight of each other. Tracing the scent trails, we detected these 3 creatures that have been moving around this dungeon recently. It's hard to figure out exactly where they are because the trails cross back and forth. We need to go all the way around a region and check that the tracks lead in, none out, to be sure we've got them. Ellen calls it circumscribing. As we're moving out, I feel the floor shift beneath me, and invisible knives slash at my legs. A trap! It's a trap! I managed to keep from screaming, but I've clearly taken some damage. I'm now about 70% health. Cast heal. Cast a quick spell and feel better. Eventually we're sure that we've found the region the monsters are currently lurking inside. Well, there's 3 things we can do. We can throw a lightning bolt or 2 in there, and hope we hit something. We don't exactly know where they are and we might miss. We can create a flare or something to try to lure them where we want them, then attack them from behind when they're distracted. Or we can just surround them and charge in from 3 directions. We'll lure them in, cast lightning, charge and attack. Lure them in. The lure sounds like the best plan. Can you make that light flare, Ellen? I can do better, watch me! Take our positions. And Ellen floods the room with light while screaming like a banshee. Ah! I don't want to try screaming properly because I'll probably blow out my microphone and your ears. That certainly should get some attention. Moments later we can hear claws scrabbling towards us. Here they come. Attack, dodge, dodge. I try to keep out of reach of the little monsters my roommates are blasting them, but one managed to gash me with its claws. I'm now down to 70% health. Luckily Ellen and Virginia are able to handle the mob. So far so good, but time is ticking. We hurry onwards looking every which way for a sign of the crystal. Finally Ellen calls out that she sees something. There it is. Oh, floating there and stuff. How do we make it work? I don't know, she said we should put our energy into it. Look there, little indentations around the edge. I think we put our hands there. Virginia steps closer and touches the rim of the pedestal. Energy sparks to life within the crystal. That's a really cool little effect. I don't think I've ever actually said that before, but it is really cool. My turn now. So cute. I feel a strange rushing sensation as the power flows out of me and into the crystal. Finally Ellen approaches the crystal. When she touches it, it throbs with light. Did we do it? A familiar sensation of teleportation washes over us, and a familiar sensation of me being annoyed at the trains washes over me. We find ourselves standing in the sunlight on the main quad. Congratulations all of you, you have successfully completed your freshman year. This is the year I have managed to pass all my exams. Hooray! I feel awesome. There'll be 5 merits for each of you, so I end the year on 60 merits. Now go and relax, you have a dance coming up to enjoy. We did it, we're done. We did it, we did it, we did it, we did it. There are no classes today or tomorrow, everyone's relaxing, making plans for the dance and getting their pictures taken in the yearbook. Funny, at my old school, picture day was near the beginning of the year, but here it's almost literally last minute. The whole thing has to be finished overnight. This is it, the last day. After the dance my parents will come and take me home. I won't see Virginia for a whole couple of months. I suppose I should find out if Virginia wants to go to the dance with me. Hi. Oh, look at her, she's blushing. Hi. The May Day ball, do you want to go with me? About that, I think we should talk. Uh-oh. You're going with someone else? No, no way. If I'm not going with you, I'm not going with anybody. Then what is it? It's a dance. You don't have a dress? Fucking trains ruining the mood. I do actually. It's not very fancy, I've never worn it in public, but I do have one. So what exactly is the problem? You're going to laugh. Me laughing is the problem, or I'm going to laugh when I hear it? Both? I may not be into romance, but I know how they go. I've seen it in the movies. Big date, big night, then everyone loses it. They go crazy? Well, I'm pretty sure there are slasher movies based on prom nights, but I like spending time with you. I like doing things with you. I like having you on my team. Cuddling up or holding hands, that's pretty nice. And that kiss, it wasn't so bad. But I don't want to do anything more than we've already been doing. I like things the way they are. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me just stop you right there. Just right there. We are not going to be doing anything like that. I don't think this is this type of game. This is not Kato or Shoujo. And we're a bit too young for that, if I know American laws correctly. In England, that's perfectly legal, because I think we're 16. Wait a second, are you saying you're afraid that if we go to dance with me, I'll try to rip your clothes off? In the middle of the prom night. You are mine, Virginia. Oh, I'm sorry, Jenna. Did I wake you up, girly girl? Go back to sleep. Let me ham it up, please. It'll help drown out the sound of the train. Something like that. Oh, come now, dear. Like I do such a gauche thing like that. Okay, I promise not to ravish you. It wouldn't be a good time to try that anyway. We'd be tired from dancing or too nervous. Then we wouldn't see each other because of summer. So don't worry about it. It's fine. What if there's never a good time? Why don't I'll tell you what. I'll only ravish you on our wedding night, okay? What do you mean? What if I never want to do that? I've tried to think about it. It should be exciting, right? But it just seems weird. Ah. Asexual, eh? Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. It is pretty weird. It is a very weird thing that people want to do. But I guess it's fun. Do you still want to go out with me if I'm maybe never going to want you like that? Well, of course, it works out for Sheldon and Amy, doesn't it? Of course I do. I take her hand, stroking the long dark fingers. Never's a long time. Nobody knows the future. You might like the way things are right now. You like the way things are now, right now, right? I do too. And I want to go to the dance with you. Who else is going to be able to keep up with me? Ha. I don't know, maybe you want to go out with Isabel or something. Hey, we hugged once because I was stressed out. She looks away from me. Looks away, then back at me, shy than I've ever seen her. So it's okay? We make our own rules. Right. That's settled, at least for now. Ah, that was quite sweet. Maybe she'll change how she feels later. Maybe she won't. What matters is right now, tonight, we're going to have a good time. So now I need to get ready. So we've got pussy dress. Put it on. And we'll change the colour a little bit. What colour haven't we been? I don't think we've been red yet, have we? We've been purple. Orange. Maybe yellow? That looks a bit like camouflage. Whoa, that's bright orange. That looks quite nice, like grey. I actually quite like that. That looks quite... Yeah, that looks quite fancy. I quite like that colour. Yeah, let's go with the grey. I wait in the darkness for my date to arrive. I can hear Virginia's voice before I see her. Promise not to laugh? Of course. There, I did it. Oh wow, she looks really pretty. Suits you. Is it awful? To be honest, I'd had it a little bit higher cut maybe, but no, you look nice. You look fine. We're almost colour coordinated. Really, it's not that much different from everyday robes, is it? Apart from, you know, a bit of cleavage. Except it's a lot colder. I don't know, I just feel like people are looking at me. Well, they are, see? I'm looking at you. Here's looking at you, kid. You're not people. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Anyway, compared to what some people are wearing, I don't think anyone's going to be staring at you. Did you see Balthazar's cape? It looks like he's got an onion on his head. It's a turban, not a cape. He probably does. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go in. The ceiling shimmers with translucent rainbow spheres, like enormous soap bubbles that never burst. The walls are masked with climbing ivy and the stage is surrounded with flowers. The girl standing on the stage, I think she's a senior in Snake Hall, with a long white dress and a wreath of flowers and silver stars. No one is dancing yet. Instead, we all wait in a slowly moving line. Every guest at the dance, either alone or with their date, or dates in some cases, must proceed across the gym floor and bow or curtsy to the Queen of the May. Then they stand aside and the next subject approaches, as everyone has a moment in the spotlight to show off the clothing and partners. Virginia squeezes my hand far too tightly as we walk along the aisle. We curtsy and withdraw. We wait quietly while the rest of the students are... wait quietly with the rest of the students as the processions continue. The very last girl to walk up the aisle is a junior that I don't know whose hair is both blonde and pink at the same time. Instead of curtsying before the stage, she walks up the stairs and kneels before the Queen, who places a crown of flowers on her head. Everyone applauds and then the music begins. So how good are you at dancing? Want to find out? I thought I was making a challenge. Oh, it's a competition now. No, it's not. I don't want to beat anyone. I just want to see what you can do. Show me your moves. What we can do. Together. Holding hands, we take the floor. Together. It takes us a few moments to figure out what to do when the slow song starts. Finally, we go with Virginia's hands on my shoulders and mine at her waist. And sometime later, when the dances have become familiar and the watching eyes are no longer strange, this leads to Virginia's head nestling against my shoulder. All around us, the room is filled with sparkling. No one knows what the future is, but right now, this is pretty nice. Told you the future looked bright. Paigeofmaces and Virginia Denson. Virginia dance photo now added to the gallery. Ah, that is a very nice dress. Suits her. And so the school year came to an end. We were freshmen no longer. Over the summer we'd look back on our yearbooks and remember the friends we had made while thinking about adventures still to come. There's a lot of magic out there waiting. Paigeofmaces. Merits 50, romance Virginia Danson, future career dragon tamer. Most likely to become an evil dictator. Thanks for being a great roommate, Ellen. Heart, greater than 3. I feel so dumb writing that, but I'm trying. Virginia. See you next year, Minnie Cochran. Greater than 3. So let's end the game. So this is Magical Diary over for now. I guess to drag this video out a little bit longer, I could show you all the things I've unlocked and talk about what I hope to do in the future with it, because I'm hoping that I've heard that there's going to be a sequel, a Wolf Hall spin-off where you play as a guy. Apparently they might do one for every year, or for every hall. So that's going to be quite a few games there, about 6 games. So hopefully I'll do the Wolf Hall spin-off when that comes out, if it does indeed come out. So let's have a look at the trophies we've gotten. We've got Naughty, we've got Truant, Spelled, Star Student. I didn't unlock Cutie Pie, Weirdo, Stressed Out or Delinquent. Treasurer, Secret Society, Bunny, Married, Been Kissed, but we haven't got Divorce or Conspiracy, Prom Date. Sophomore, we've mastered all the types of spells. Then we've got Walking in Darkness. So we unlocked a good deal of things. We return. It's a bit annoying that we have to come back here. We'll go to the gallery. So we've got the thing at the beginning. Our very first one, our route with Mr. Damien Ramsey, with my green dress. And then we have Paigeofmaces and Donald dancing. Who looks like he's trying to pull his shorts down, which I wouldn't put past him. We've got Ellen in her dress. Very pretty. Next page. Previous page. And here's where we got married. Ah, the good old days. Then here's the one we just had. Very pretty. Yeah, in all of these other pictures I've been the one at the bottom of the screen, but in this one I've been at the top. That's interesting. Let's just return. I'll give my little critique of the game. I thought it was really, really good. It was fun, although I guess the first visual novel I've played was Katua Shoujo, where the roots were very distinct rather than sort of all blending into the same thing. I think that's the only kind of criticism I've got of the whole thing, is just the fact that it was a bit repetitive. Because you do one thing and then you'd be able, and then all you'd see would just be, you know, you'd just see the same school year over and over again, just with a little difference, with all the different routes. I definitely did prefer the way Katua Shoujo did it, where it's like the same school year but things were remarkably different depending on who you went with. But that's just my preference. I really did like it. I like the magic. And I wish you could have used it a bit more outside of lessons and exams and things. Although doing it in some places got you in trouble. That being said, I did like the storylines, and it's a shame they were quite so shallow. It would have been nice to dive fully in to a story. I think my favourite route would have to be Donald's. I really like Donald's route. And I think Big Steve was really funny. Just that the amount of times I was like, and oh yeah, just the whole thing with the bunny and him getting me in trouble so many times was pretty damn funny. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this game. For those of you that have followed me for all this time, congratulations. I hope you really enjoyed it too. I've had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next. Looking forward to another visual novel that I could do. I'm considering doing Clannad some point in the future, and I do have an idea for a gender swap co-op read through of visual novel. Basically the girls would play the guy roles and the guys would play the girl roles. They could do whatever kind of voices they want with it. So if you're interested in that, maybe put a thing in the comments. I will be, once I have a few people interested, we can try and do that, because that would probably be quite fun, like a whole big co-op thing. So I think I've been waffling enough and raving about this game. I have really, really loved it. And yeah, so sad to see it go, but I can't keep playing this all the time because otherwise it'll just get even more repetitive. But let me just play around with Cyberlink for a second. I have really loved this game. Ah yeah. So I'm Paigeofmaces. I'm going to stop waffling now. This is now stuck like that. Get off. Stop it. TTFN.